that what is the opinion of ruqa. Ruqa is jam of ruqya, incantation or the recitation of the Quran. وَهِيَ الْعُوذَةُ is the seeking of refuge, is a meaning from any form of sickness that may have come upon you, some form of hardship or disease that may have come upon you. And we find that there are various types of these type of recitations of verses of charms and amulets that we find. The first type that we find, that which is not free from shirk. You find that people will find that which is free from shirk and that which is permissible and to be read upon the sick individual is that which contains the Quran. Recitation of the words of the Quran to remove some calamity or remove some sickness is a form of ruqya which is allowed, or through the use of the asma, the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His attributes is something فَهَذَا mubah. This is something which is permissible, this type of incantation or recitation of the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we find hadith that in Jahiliyyah, that these people used to carry out this type of incantation of the verses, and they asked the Prophet Muhammad the hukm of this. يعني اعرضوا عليها رقاكم, يعني recite upon me your incantations or the supplications that you are mentioning or the verse that you're reciting, and there is no bats, no harm, ما لم تكن شركا, as long as it does not contain any verses or any words of shirk. And that's why Imam al-Suyuti, he highlights that there are three conditions, وَقَدْ أَجْمَعَ الْعُلَمَاء عَلَى جَوَازِ الرُّقَى عِنْدَ اجْتِمَاعِ ثَلَاثَ شُرُوطٍ, that there are three conditions to recite incantation or seeking refuge from any hardship or evil or some sickness that may come upon you. And تَكُونَ بِكَلَامِ اللَّهِ سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى, that what you are doing, reciting, is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is none other than the Quran. أو بِأَسْمَاءِ اللَّهِ وَصِفَاتِهِ, or it be His names or His attributes. And the third thing, that it be inside بِلِسَانٍ عَرَبِيٍّ مُبِينٍ, that it be with the clear Arabic language. These are three conditions that Imam Suyuti highlighted about making ruqya, that they are verses of the Quran, or they are the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is recited inside the Arabic, within the Arabic language. And we find, and also to believe, وَأَنْ يَعْتَقِدْ أَنَّ الرُّقْيَ لَا تُؤْثَرْ بِذَاتِهَا, that the actual incantation or the recitation is not what causes the effect. بَلْ بِتَقْدِيرِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى, that it is all by the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Not to place the trust in the ruqya itself, but the trust should be in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the verses are that which gain you towards that success or removing of that hardship. And we find that the various forms, وَكَيْفِيَّتُهَا, its form of this ruqya is أَنْ يَعْتَقِدْ is أَنْ يَقْرَأْ وَيَنْفَثْ عَلَى الْمَرِيضِ, is to recite and to make spittle upon the marid. Spittle means not to spit with saliva, but it means to place the tongue in between the teeth and then to blow. So some form of spittle may come, not actual spit itself, some form of the air and the spittle will fall upon the individual is allowed. أو يقرأ في ماء ويسقاه المريض, or to recite upon water, a cup of water, and then to offer it to the sick individual. كما جاء في حديث ثابت ibn Qais, as we find in the hadith narrated by Thabit ibn Qais, ما رواه أبو داود في سننه. The second type of ruqya, the second type of incantation that we find, or the recitation that we find, is that which contains shirk. The second type is that which contains shirk, and this type of shirk is calling upon asma'ul jinn, calling upon the names of the jinn, calling upon the names of the angels, or the prophets, or the salihin. If you find a person indulging this type of incantation, or reciting such names and calling upon the jinn and calling the names of the prophet, this is shirk. This type of incantation is not, this type of ruqya is not acceptable. فَهُوَ shirk akbar, and this is a major shirk, to call upon other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أو يكون بغير لسان العربي, or to be in other than the Arabic language. Ruqya in other than the Arabic language, as far as the ulama are concerned, we lay down the condition, is unacceptable. أو بما لا يعرف معناه, or nobody knows what this person is saying. And that's how you find that the ruqya that these people that they write, the charms and the amulets that these people write, you don't know what language it is. Most of it is Greek, numeric mythology, that this number means this. They scribble all these things and say, you don't understand it. This is shirk. Whenever you don't know what the individual is talking about, whatever they are writing, whatever they are uttering, you should be free from such people, that they could be calling upon other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they could be calling upon the jinn, they could be calling upon shaitan to alleviate yourself from your problems. You should only deal with those people who deal with ruqya, who recite the verses of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who mention the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and recite it clearly in front of you in the clear Arabic language. And if you do not know what this individual is reciting, لِأَنَّهُ يَخْشَى أَنْ يَدْخُلَ كُفْرَ أَوْ شِرْكٍ, you don't know if this person could be entering kufr, words of kufr or words of shirk inside what they are uttering, and this could lead you into that which is mamnu', the ruqya, which is forbidden.